For decades, the medical establishment basically treated plaque like grease stuck in a household pipe, just sitting there on the wall waiting to be scrubbed away. But way back in 1910, pathobiologist Oskar Klotz discovered that plaque doesn't actually sit on top of the arterial wall at all. It actually grows inside the wall itself, eventually transforming soft arterial tissue into solid human bone. Section 1. The myth of plaque. So it turns out plaque doesn't start simply because you have fat circulating in your blood. Fat flows through the blood of every living human every single second of the day. Instead, plaque forms because of a breakdown in 3 specific, hidden microscopic biological systems. We're talking about the destruction of the endothelial glycocalyx, the failure of a cleanup process called efferocytosis, and the inactivation of calcification blocking enzyme. Section 2. Rebuilding the Teflon shield. Let's look at our first major cellular character here. Why doesn't cholesterol just stick to the arteries of a healthy 18-year-old? Well, the secret is the endothelial glycocalyx. It's this incredibly delicate, hair-like forest of sugar protein molecules that acts like microscopic Teflon on the inner surface of your blood vessels. What's really amazing is that when this slippery gel layer is perfectly intact, plaque formation is physically impossible. Healthy red blood cells, immune cells, LDL particles, they don't even touch your blood vessel walls. They literally just bounce right off. And to put that into perspective, think about the number 60,000. That is the sheer scale in miles of blood vessels in your body that are coated and protected by this unbelievably fragile shield. It's a massive, invisible barrier that is absolutely crucial for keeping your cardiovascular system healthy. But unfortunately, modern daily life absolutely wrecks this shield. It happens mainly through the 3 specific mechanisms we see here. First, postprandial glucose spikes, which is when your blood sugar shoots up above 140 milligrams per deciliter after a meal. Then you have elevated systemic uric acid, and finally, chronic oxidative stress. When these factors erode that glycocalyx, the smooth wall beneath gets exposed. It becomes sticky, and that allows lipids to just slip right inside and oxidize. So the crucial takeaway is that you can actually rebuild this sugar forest naturally. Marine biology shows us that remnant sulfate from green algae actively integrates into damaged vessels to physically repair that matrix. And sulforaphane, which you get from broccoli sprouts, triggers your body's NRF2 genetic pathway to synthesize more hyaluronan from the inside out. You simply cannot shrink plaque until you fix this shield first. It is step 1. Section 3. Dissolving cholesterol crystals. Okay, so once we've patched the shield, what about the invaders that have already slipped inside our arterial walls? Our immune system sends these white blood cells called macrophages to act as garbage collectors. Their job is to eat the trapped fat. But the problem is, they gorge themselves, turn into these stationary, bloated foam cells, and then they burst. What they leave behind are sharp microscopic daggers called cholesterol crystals. These crystals pierce cell membranes, trigger severe inflammation, and create the really hard, dangerous core of an arterial plaque. Now, for decades, medicine thought these crystals were completely permanent. Like, once they're there, they're there. But look at this astonishing quote from a 2016 landmark study published in Science Translational Medicine out of the University of Bonn. They proved that a specific ring-shaped sugar molecule called Cyclodextrin didn't just prevent new plaque, it directly dissolved pre-existing cholesterol crystals inside established arterial plaques. This was a literal game changer, a massive paradigm shift. And what's great is this brilliantly translates into natural practical protocols. By stimulating the LXR-ABC1 reverse cholesterol transport pathway, we can force macrophages to pump that dissolved cholesterol out. Things like alpha-cyclodextrin dietary fibers, luteolin found in celery and artichoke, and true flushing niacin all act as molecular outflow pumps. They literally flush that cholesterol right out of the plaque walls and send it back to the liver to be excreted. But this brings us to a really fascinating biological mystery. Why doesn't your body simply clean up those dead foam cells inside your arteries before they even turn into hard plaque in the first place? We have to answer this if we want to structurally stabilize our arteries. Section 4. Restarting the garbage collectors. To prevent that rotting core of dead cells from rupturing, we have to wake up our paralyzed cellular cleanup crew. In healthy tissue, your body uses a process called efferocytosis. It literally translates to take to the grave. Healthy macrophages instantly devour dead neighboring cells and just seamlessly clear the debris. But inside an atherosclerotic plaque, massive oxidative stress completely shuts this process down. The macrophages get paralyzed. Instead of clearing the dead cells, they just die right alongside them. So how do we fix it? Well, groundbreaking research from Columbia University shows that to restart efferocytosis, we need specialized pro-resolving mediators, or SPMs. These are synthesized inside your body from omega-3 fatty acids, like EPA and DHA. They basically act as biological finish controls to unparalyze those macrophages. They are the exact molecular key we need to restart the arterial cleanup process and clear out all that necrotic debris. Section 5. reversing arterial calcification. This brings us to the final, and honestly, perhaps the most frightening stage of plaque evolution, when soft tissue literally turns to stone. Did you know a shocking 50% of the modern population is deficient in intracellular magnesium? Why does that matter? Because this deficiency completely breaks your body's ability to utilize vitamin K2 for clearing calcium out of your arteries. There are millions of health enthusiasts taking vitamin K2 every single day who see absolutely zero reduction in their calcium scores, all because of this exact missing link. See how this builds? Biochemically, taking vitamin K2 alone does nothing unless you pair it with magnesium and zinc. These three together act as mandatory cofactors to activate the gamma-glutamyl carboxylase enzyme in your liver. That enzyme is what finally turns on the matrix glab protein, or MGP, which is the actual protein that grabs and moves calcium out of the artery walls. Furthermore, to stop your vascular smooth muscle cells from literally undergoing a genetic mutation and turning into bone-building cells, you need urolithin A. This incredible natural metabolite is produced in your gut when specialized bacteria metabolize L-argitannins from foods like pomegranates and walnuts. It triggers mitophagy, which preserves the natural flexibility of your arterial wall so it doesn't turn into stone. Section 6, the Daily Science Blueprint. So how do we bring all of this cutting-edge science down to earth and into our daily lives? The research points to a very clear daily blueprint. In the morning, you rebuild the Teflon shield with broccoli sprout extract and green algae. Midday, you clear those sharp cholesterol crystals and restart the cellular garbage collectors using luteolin, pure niacin, and high-concentration EPA and DHA. And finally, in the evening, you focus on decalcifying and protecting your vascular muscle cells with vitamin K2, magnesium, zinc, and pomegranate. Are you ready to stop treating your body like simple household plumbing? The science proves that when given the right molecular tools, our cells have an absolutely astonishing capacity to heal themselves. So what steps will you take today to master your own cellular biology and rewrite your health narrative?